is the charm number, right? Is that what they say? 3 is the magic number, 3 times the charm. I am going back on this, what I said about recording. I got a little obsessive on how to introduce this episode. So we're going to talk about friendship today. The nerves that I'm feeling of introducing this episode has been making me record this 3 times. Hopefully this is it. I am sharing a part of my process with you. You guys are entering into my mind, into, like, imagine, I'm sitting on a beanbag, guys, and we are here getting to, be vulnerable. I hope you guys enjoy it, because this is new for me. Yeah, well, welcome to Heartfelt Expressions with Katara Speaks. That sounds so official. Woo! Let's go. Alright. Oh gosh. I've been wanting to make this episode all day. We're gonna talk about friendship, or the loss of it. Or friendship in general. It's been on my mind. And then buddy. Let's rewind, shall we? Stuff happened today, guys. So, when I woke up, I was thinking, since it's the end of 2023, I call this year my transitional year, where I really take the time to love myself. It seems as if nothing has been happening on the outside. A lot of things has been happening internally. I've been taking time to get to know myself again. Been doing what brings me joy. Yeah. And I was thinking this morning about friendship. I was trying to come up with a title for this episode, and I was going back and forth and how I want to address y'all or who I want to talk to, and I was overthinking it so much I just wasn't gonna make this episode. In the gist, it's hard. It's hard to what is that? Be okay with I want to restart this episode, guys. I am cringing at myself right at this moment. Okay. And I might just do that, and you guys might never hear this. Guys, it's hard to move on from friendships that was so meaningful to you. The people in your life that you was really close to, it hurts knowing that it no longer is. Friendships sometimes has their seasons. Like in academics or in sports or in clubs. Or even co-workers. Sometimes it doesn't make sense going forward. But that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It is strange. Especially people you call your best friends. And then now they can feel as if they're strangers. Because people change. We grow all the time, guys. We really do. Within a couple months or years, people change. You go through things. It affects you. And you're not the same person that person knew or those people knew. Even in relationships, even within family, you had to get to know someone again. Because the past doesn't always apply. It's good to know the history, but during the present moment, you are literally getting to know a person as they are now. Because every chapter is different. And that's why people say you had to fall in love with your person over and over again. Because they changed. And that's okay. It's normal. It's a decision. I was reflecting on all the friendships I used to have. I used to hang out with some people every single day. It's easier with academics, of course, I used to talk to some people every single day, and there was a closeness. There was vulnerability shared, stories shared. Things happen, Feelings were hurt. Or feelings were caught. And the dynamic changed. It is strange to go forward sometimes and feel as if things can feel normal. Again, we create our new normal. Yeah. Normal is a relative thing. It shouldn't be stagnant, It changes all the time. It's relative. It's also comfortable. I remember there was this one moment I was staying up with a person all the way up to 7 a.m. in the morning, 9 a.m. in the morning. Everyone in the house was sleeping. I was up with this person. And I had to reflect. Do I want to see myself like this? Oh, babies, are you okay? Oh, poor babies. My baby hurt themselves. One of them did. Oh, poor baby. Back to the thing. I love you. I love you, baby. So, I had to reflect. Do I see myself, and am I okay with seeing myself at the same spot in my life a year from now, doing the same thing? And the answer was no. I really did not want to live that life. I did not want to live that life, because there are periods in our lives where we are just moving through things and we cope, Ugh, I am so cringing. Or the filler words I keep using. It's irking me. I'm annoyed. I wish this... No, I'm not going to waste my wishes on this. My gosh. This is a tough topic for me. Friendship. Because growing up, I moved all the time, guys. So it's kind of hard for me to connect to people on a deeper level. It's not hard, per se, though it's almost like a protective mechanism that I use so I don't get quote unquote hurt. Though not having friendships at all hurts too. Not having a strong support system and feeling lonely, that is no bueno. So I reached that dilemma today. I was thinking about friendship and I was having a conversation with someone and friendship came up and I had to really reflect on my definition. I had to reflect on my life and how I came to be here. This self-love thing has been work. I'm not sure how people do this with a busy schedule in their career and taking care of family and pets. This year really was a self-love year. I took a step back, guys. I really did. Yeah. It's been kind of beneficial. Because I want to say it was very beneficial. But at this particular moment, where I'm feeling my emotions and grieving past friendships, oh my gosh, these moments, I be cringing. It's like questioning, did I waste my time? I'm feeling these emotions again. I thought I was over it. It's near the end of the year. I just wanted to be done. I got triggered today. I was reminded of the past and I had to process it again. It's easy to ignore. It's easy to bury. It's easy to say, yup, I'm over it. Though to process the emotions, it's another thing. Even in this episode so far, I'm combating my own perfectionism. Like, I be honest, y'all, I don't want to even put this out. I feel as if this version of this rant sucks. It seems as if it's not coming together as I want it to. As if I'm having a conversation with myself out loud and you guys are hearing it and it does not make sense. I want to restart and do it over. There, if I do put this out, I put it out because it's authentic. You guys are hearing the process of what goes through my mind. And as someone on the outside, I would appreciate that. It would make me feel as if I'm not alone. That these thoughts that goes through our head is sometimes doesn't make sense when they come out of your mouth. So I probably will put this out. Even though listening to this will feel like, dang, why? I've been thinking about friendship all day. I realized that friends is who you choose to be in your life. You know? People you connect with on a deeper level. There's levels to this. Yes. The surface level friends is easy to come by. Yeah, you can talk about regular stuff. How's your day? How you been? what you been up to, what do you do, you know, for career, for your job, how's your family, stuff like that. That is easy. It's easy to do. And another level is, how are you really feeling? What has been going through your mind lately? What are your fears? How did you really feel about that event or anything? Deeper topics. Yeah. It's another level. It creates intimacy, that bond, getting to know someone, know them. And I was thinking, I know people. They're knowing them, like really knowing them, takes observation, takes vulnerability, authenticity. It does. Communication's also important. Communication doesn't always have to be verbal, by the way. It can also be non-verbal, through art, through music, through different avenues of expressions. Honestly, those who listen to this podcast knows me more than the actual people, not everyone, but the actual people in my life that I went to school with, when I went to work with, do events with. You guys know me more than people who see me frequently or saw me frequently. It is strange. Yeah. These deeper conversations, these thoughts aren't usually verbalized. It's put in my poetry. It's performed. If you don't hear my performances, how would you know? If you don't go to my events, how would you know? If you don't read my books, eventually I will have books. How would you know? So, yeah. I don't like the word try. I am getting to know myself. I am becoming my own best friend. It is, I'm gonna claim it to be easy. It is easy, guys. Though, if I'm being real with y'all, it can be difficult to be my own best friend. Those thoughts, those constant thoughts about what if this, what if that, you should be doing blah blah blah. It's tough. The internal conflict. Then it leads to paralysis, it leads to procrastination, to self-doubt. As a best friend to myself, I choose to give myself credit when it's due, to give myself grace. Yeah. this episode has not turned out anywhere how I expected to. This episode, I expected to be straightforward of my thoughts. Things seem so clear in my head. Though when I said them out loud, it was all jumbled up and feels like a little scribbles jumbled up onto each other. Yeah, and I'm trying to untangle it like some wires or something, trying to straighten it out, and the wires is kind of not bending right. So there's a little bumpy. It's metal, you know. What does friendship mean to you? What does it mean to have a friend? A true friend? What does friendship entails? I had to really reflect on that today, and someone asked me, and I went off the dome, and I sound so matter of fact. I said it so bluntly. And I couldn't take it back. And I apologize for hurting their feelings. If it came out the wrong way, then the more I tried to explain myself, the deeper I got into, dang, feelings was hurt. And, I feel bad. I feel bad. There, I am practicing authenticity and speaking my truth. Friendship takes work. It does. I grieve it. I grieve all the past friendships. I was thinking earlier, like, imagine all these, like a graveyard, and these tombstones having the dates of all the friendships lost. Rest in peace. We're not having zombies here. Yeah, because, no, some friendships ended for a reason. Some of them did not end. It's just, they're not in the grave per se. They just had not reconnected. But those friendships that is actually in the grave, they may be alive, though the connection is unalive, you know? Rest in peace. We're not having zombies. We're not repeating cycles. We're not doing whatever again. Yeah, no. So, I'm imagining no zombies allowed. So, no zombie friendships. No bueno. Yeah. I've been thinking about that before I recorded this episode, and that analogy still applies. Yeah, so how am I feeling right now? How am I really feeling? I realize I talk fast when my emotions are high. It really shows through my pacing. I realized I was not really breathing. In some of these episodes, I just talk. I'm grieving, honestly. Past friendships. I reflected. I wanted to end this year on a great note, guys. Filled with joy. And I wanted to reflect on this year. Yeah. Still hurting. But it's a process. Oh my gosh. It's okay to feel your emotions, y'all. It is. This episode, I rate it the most cringe, in my opinion. Because from my perspective, you guys are hearing the internal push and pull that goes through my head, and being vulnerable to this extent is scary. It's scary because I was so used to being quote unquote perfect. No one saw me make mistakes. No one saw me anything but happy. No one even saw me stressed. So the fact that I'm even was courageous enough to press record and probably post this, it's scary. It's frightening. It takes bravery to show vulnerability. Especially when I felt as if my reputation, how I portrayed myself, was equated to my worth. The metrics, people's perceptions was quote unquote fact, when it's not. People will perceive from their perspective, experiences, interpretations, opinions. Yeah, it's not fact. Just because someone believes one thing about another person doesn't mean it's true. We are all looking from how we see things. One piece of information can change everything. It really can. Though the feelings that was still had, the images that was created, the impressions that was made sticks. Even when shifts happen, that remnants is still there. Maybe that's why I let go of a lot of people. A lot of people knew me from that ideal version of myself. I didn't show my flaws. I didn't show this side of me. And when I did, that cognitive dissonance was so strong. It felt that time stopped. I could not move forward without fixing it. Fixing that cognitive dissonance. And it was not the life I wanted to live. Trial and error, again and again. Becoming more and more authentic to me. This podcast is a huge step forward on this journey. This authenticity, this vulnerability. I feel a bit better. It was on my chest and on my mind all day. I didn't know how to articulate this to you guys, or talk about me grieving friendship that meant a lot to me, though I don't have no intentions of reaching out to these people, have no intentions of welcoming any of them back. Yeah, they know who they are. Yeah. There's points of no return. And people know when they reach that point. Yeah. Not everyone reached that point, a point of no return. But once that happens, you can't rewind time. Can't undo a knowing. Can't pretend that what happened did not happen. It's kind of scary, huh? That thought. What's said is said. You can't undo it. What was felt was felt. Our feelings are valid. Yeah. And it's okay. We move on, we move forward, we live and we learn, we feel our emotions, we create new friendships, we try again with other people, fresh start, we live and we learn, we know what works and what doesn't, give ourselves compassion and give others, communicate, because communications is essential in any relationship. Yeah. Supporting each other. Being authentic. Allowing what's that? Vulnerability and intimacy to be had. Yeah. And trust. Trusting the other person. Yeah. And aligning with the values that resonates. Like connecting with people who align with your values. I didn't realize that if someone has drastically different values, different principles, does not mean beliefs per se, but values and principles. If they differ in a vast amount, it will affect the relationship. I did not know that until it happened. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I said a lot, and at the same time I felt like I said nothing at all. Based on all the pauses and filler words. I am trying to process this as I speak. If you guys enjoyed this episode, going into the groove of things. Now, I'll be real. Can you guys relate? If you guys can, let me know. For real. Friendship is a tough topic for me. I don't want to just say the regular degular. If this resonates with you, and let me know with the blah, 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 and rates and... Yeah, no. This is a tough topic for me. I don't know how to friendship right. Quote unquote, friendship right. There is no right or wrong way to do friendship, guys. Yeah, it's a process. Internal and external communications, bonding. This was a really vulnerable episode for me. I'm not sure how people do it. How do you be friends with people and let go of friends? Be okay with different seasons of your life? And then potentially running into these people. I don't know. I don't want to go back to what used to be. I really don't. I really don't want to go back to those old friendships because we're new people. So much happened in life. The people that you used to know, when you see them again, the memories come back It's like it would spark that normal quote unquote interaction for y'all, though you guys are totally different people. The patterns come back somehow. The energy. No, I do not want to go back to what used to be. New friendships are scary because it takes vulnerability, communication, trust, and, courage. Courage to have a deep relationship. It takes authenticity and intimacy. So many components in this mix. So, I hope this resonates with y'all. This was me just processing things. I'm not sure if any of it made sense. I did not even listen to the episode. I felt so much cringe that I just wanted to do the outro before I even listened to the piece, because I feel like if I did, I probably will not release it. So yeah. I hope you guys resonate, and if you guys want the other episodes are less cringe, yeah, if you guys want, you guys can listen to the other ones. I'm feeling a type of way now, so I'm gonna get off. Yeah, until next time. If there is a next time. This is me getting into my feelings, guys. I am feeling really awkward right now. I usually end with the same thing. Let's try it again. Until next time. I see ya soon.